The weekend is here and it's going to be hot, hot, hot with Valentine's Day on Saturday. Ooh-wee, let's get the vibe. Let's get the love vibe for the freaking weekend. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV to bring you the freaking weekend. That's right. And this is going to be a little special because Valentine's Day is on Saturday, the 14th. And, not a big fan of it, but oh well. I know you are. You haven't given up on love, have you? I haven't either, but I got more important things to do. So we're going to add some fun love themed things into our weekend energy. This is going to be for the 13th, 14th, and 15th. We got a lot of things cooking, especially that first solar eclipse ring of fire. So I hope you watch the Thursday live. That's where we talked more extensively about the solar eclipse. We did a meditation. It was fantastic. So go ahead and check that out. All right. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table. That's right. Because when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the fucking screen, you know it's what? Time for the freaking weekend. Let's go. Let's go. And it's Valentine's Day this weekend. So we're going to get some love messages, all right? So let's begin, shall we? Let's do it. I've got 3 different oracles I'm going to use with this normal reading. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Boy, did you pick a day to pick the right time to start watching the channel, and thank you so much. We are going to pick everyone's zodiac sign out of the singing bowl and do a fun, light weekend energy forecast. We're not going to do any clarifications. We're not going to go deep. We're just going to have some fun, because that's what we do on the weekend, is have some fun. And if you're not having fun, you're fucking up. All right, so let's do it. Let's be the first. Let's see who's going to be the first one, and it is Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio, to your love edition of the freaking weekend. I hope you were wanting some and getting some. So let's go ahead and get a message for you, Scorpio, from the Love Oracle. And these are always a joy to shuffle. I mean, how do you shuffle heart-shaped cards? I mean, they're beautiful, but they're a pain in the ass to shuffle. So Scorpio, ooh, let's put you on the board. See, look at me. Boom, there we go. All right, let's do it. So Scorpio, let's get a message, a love message from the Love Oracle for you. And there it is. Which one? The one on the bottom. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. There's a message on the back. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. All right. I'm going to keep that message right on the top there so you can see that. Okay. Interesting. All right. We're going to do another oracle before we start. We're going to do the romance angels. So let's go ahead and get a message or two. And that's one. Okay. And we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So you may be really looking at love right now in a more spiritual aspect. Or maybe you've got some hang-ups about, maybe the religion you were brought up in maybe has some differences in that, okay? So let's go ahead and start your reading, Scorpio. And let's do it. Let's get the freaking weekend. Okay. All right, I like this. Okay, there's a clear message here, Scorpio. Clear. 5 of Cups. Stop wasting your energy on shoulda, woulda, coulda. 7 of Wands. Protect your energy. Keep yourself in that bubble. Don't let anyone or anybody affect you. stand your ground. And the Wheel of Fortune says it's time. So this weekend looks very good for you, actually. Again, this is opening up to things, but let's not sit in this energy. The Five of Cups is, come on, let's get over this shit and move forward, you know? So pay attention to that, okay? Let's add an oracle. Just because we like doing that. I love oracles. You know, when I first started out reading tarot, I'm like, oh, I don't need oracles. Boy, a lot of things changed. You know what I mean? A lot of things have changed. All right, so opportunity beckons, so don't turn your back on an opportunity this weekend, okay? Sacral chakra is allowing yourself joy, okay? This could also have to do with upbringing too, because this has childhood issues. So again, this is great energy, but don't waste it. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Keep yourself aligned and open. All right, so let's look at relationships and love. So there's an opportunity here. And I see a Knight of Pentacles, so I see that happening also. Yeah, there's actually an apology or something coming in, an offer coming in. Yeah, look at this. Turn your back on deceptive thoughts. So you can see, Scorpio, this has a theme right here. Page of Pentacles comes in with an offer too. So 2 offers. Wow, you got opportunities here. Basically, opportunity beckons, and the 4 of Cups is always turning your back on it because you're not tuned into it. You know what I mean? Incredible. Let's get messages of love. More interesting. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And I think maybe that's what a lot of you are focusing on, is something from the past. Let go of the past. Stay in the present, okay? And boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. The 7 of Wands really emphasizes that. So let's get the Love Oracle. The Love Oracle makes its debut on the Tarot channel. Single, alone, isolation, lonely, and guarded. Okay. Listen, a lot of you don't have to be single. See, that's the other thing. The 5 of Cups energy is feeling lonely, feeling guarded. That doesn't open you up to opportunities. You just experience more of that. You follow me? Very clear message here, Scorpio. Okay? Let's get a closing message for this Valentine's Day weekend. And you know, we always gotta finish it out with the Rebel deck. Always. Because it's right along with my style of guidance and advice, you know? A little harsh. So, take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2, and move on. Again, the 8 of Cups is here. So moving on, you're moving on from this fixed, moving on from the past. That's that. Yeah, that's exactly what that is, Scorpio. All right, thank you so much for watching. Again, we are going to move on. We're going to clear the deck. So thank you so much for watching. I think I said that all right. But yeah, so there's opportunities here. Don't turn your back on them this weekend. You know, open up to them. The Wheel of Fortune says it's time. Okay? Big message there. Love it. All right, Scorpio, we're going to take you off the board, not because we don't like you. And we're going to see who's next, and it's Aquarius. Big Aquarius energy coming through. Welcome, Aquarius. Let's put you on the board. Thank you so much for being here. Let's start with Love Oracles. Ooh. Let's see, what do we have for Aquarius? Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. All right, look at that. Love the artwork on these cards. Love that. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. All right. I like that. Do what feels right. You already know the answer. Let's get some, ooh. Romance angels, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. All right, so do what feels right. Open up to attraction this weekend. I love that. I really do. Let's start your reading. And boy, it's time for a new deck. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I don't have any more in stock. I usually have a shit ton of these. Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of it. The Lightseers deck. I usually have a ton of these because everybody sees my deck and they're like, I want that one, you know? But I don't have any in stock, so I think I'm going to order some and keep a deck for myself. All right, let's get your weekend, Aquarius. Big energy here. Happy birthday. Wow, look at this. All major cards, so this is a big deal. This is a big deal. There may be some endings and some beginnings here, definitely for you. So that's good. The Sun, you're feeling good. This is positive. This is a very positive reading here. It's empowering as fuck. And the Wheel of Fortune is opening up to opportunities, taking opportunities. Beautiful energy here. I love it. I love it. Let's get an oracle. I don't know if you guys watched the midweek reset. If you didn't, you should. That's where we talk extensively about this week's energy, but I recorded that in full meltdown of a cold. And feeling much better today. Feeling much, much better. All right, look at that. Taking the lead with the Emperor. Absolutely. Closing this door and opening another one, and the Sun card out again. Wow. And the attraction card is you're attracting somebody on your same level of brightness. And I think you know that. I think you know that internally. I think that's what these messages are kind of telling you. I love that. Now let's get romance for you. And I apologize if you hear me sniffling. I don't even realize I'm doing it, so I'm just going to apologize for it. You should have seen on the midweek reset, I had to keep muting the mic so you didn't hear me sneezing and all of that. All right, so we got a lot here. So let's unpack this. Look at that. Don't be tempted to focus on, oh, everything's ending. No, this is actually an opportunity here for you. But there's some guidelines you have to do. First of all, empower yourself. So we have the Empress and the Emperor out here. I love that energy for you. You're strong enough. Leo energy. And justice. Things working out. Again, the wheels of justice turn. Put your time and focus into things that pay off in your relationships, and messages coming in, definitely. So don't turn your back on that. Empower yourself. Open up to it. Let's get messages of love. Wow. So this is your turn. This is it. This is it for you, Aquarius. Lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And I got a feeling that now that you've learned the lesson, they're moving on, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. That may be the devil and the death card out here twice, showing that. So be aware of that. We may be addicted to old ways of thinking. Let's get the love oracle. Let's see what they got to say. But addictions come in many forms. So maybe you have to come to terms with that. Let's get the love oracle. Which one? All these. Okay. So we got relationship. Commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. Could be opening up to that. I'm telling you, you got two Sun cards out here. Matched energy. And family. You could be opening up to that too. Generations, children, ancestors, and origin. Maybe ready to start a family. maybe getting over your addictions, that kind of thing. It's incredible, all right? But this is great energy here. Just don't be tempted to go the old way. Open up to new ways. So let's get a closing message for you, Aquarius. All right. Damn. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. All right. Open up to that. Open up to that. Oh, I didn't even mean to hit that button. Yeah, you're watching the Freakin Weekend now. But Aquarius, this is great. So, get this done. Open up to this. Don't stick into the past. You know, for some reason, I'm getting a message for a lot of you Aquariuses that you believe that your chance has already come and gone, and I'm here to tell you that it's opening up to you. A lot of you singles are going to be opening up to a relationship that is a like match for you, and that is rare. So open up to it. Please, please, please. All right, Aquarius. Damn, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get ready. Let's take you off the board, Aquarius. Have a great birthday weekend. And let's see who's next. And it's Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's start with a love oracle for this magical... Oh, there it is right there. Oh, look at that. Virgo. Love the artwork on these cards. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Oh boy. Wow. That's a powerful message to start out with. Now let's get a message from the romance angels. Oh, okay. Which ones do we keep? These. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay? And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I have a feeling that some of you Virgos going to be like, hey, you know any people you can hook me up with? You know what I mean? I'm ready to date. And Virgo, we've been talking about that a lot with your readings, is you being more open. I think it's time for a lot of you Virgos to open up to a new relationship. This could be the weekend to do it. Let's find out. All right. So let's get the vibe for this special edition of the Freakin Weekend. For Virgo. Love my Virgos. Love, love, love. Okay. All right. Wow. Lots of action this weekend. Messages coming in. You taking it steady. But Queen of Swords, this is your energy, Virgo, for this weekend. And this is not taking any shit. Speaking your truth. Again, having your friends help you, ask for support and accept from others. I mean, that's huge. And it does come in through messages, through confirmations, opportunities with the Knight of Pentacles. Could be an apology. The Knights are lots of movement. Lots of movement. Okay? Let's get an oracle for you. Still a little stuffed up, but it's a hell of a lot better than I was a few days ago. Oh my God. I haven't been that sick in a long time. All right. Wow. We got a lot of things going on here. We got a chance to rebuild. Again, you're opening up to relationships in all sorts, detaching from the past, having faith with the Hierophant. It's teaching you a lesson. Slow and steady wins the race, and well-deserved reward. A lot of you Virgos are opening up to that, especially when it comes to love. Speaking of love, oh, there it is. Jesus. All right, so the Eight of Swords is showing me to get out of your stuck mentality. It's time to rebuild. Yep. Release your burdens because it makes you wishy-washy. I don't know if I'm ready for a commitment. I don't know. Be patient. So don't get crazy about it. This energy is slow at best, okay? And the Seven of Wands is defending your ground, standing your ground, only allowing a certain type of energy into your life. No more, no less. Wow. Lots of people are in the past here. Look at this, man. Wow. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Right. Twin flames, your passion ignites, all of that. But a lot of you are letting go of the past relationships. That's huge, okay? And look at that, boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Definitely with the Seven of Wands. We're not settling for anything. We're opening up to that twin flame energy. Okay? Wow. All right, let's get the love oracle. Let's see, what do we have for Virgo? Okay. Anxiety. Excuse me. Stress, depression, panic attacks, restless. All right, so you could be feeling restless. Again, have your friends. You know, can you get, let's go out. Let's do something. And then there's home. Comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. I love that. So you may be entertaining at home. You may be having your friends over. Again, being selective with the energy you have and the energy that you keep, no more, no less. Putting up boundaries for yourself, that's huge, okay? So let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. So lots to unpack it here, lots to unpack. Money, 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 money. This weekend, make it rain. All right. This weekend pays off for you. I think that's where we're going with this. Make it rain with your payoff. Okay, Virgo? So this weekend, quell your anxiety by entertaining at home, maybe just staying at home, having a nice little time with yourself, you know, but it's time to let go of past hurts and open up to future loves, you know what I mean, and possibilities. So Virgo, thank you so much for watching. We are going to clear the board and see who is next. Yeah, let's go ahead and take you off. Thank you, Virgo. Have a great weekend. And let's see who's next, and it's Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you up on the board. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. We're going to get love messages. They're going to be weaved throughout the reading for this Valentine's Day. I think if it's one of my favorite things to watch is the Little Rascals Valentine's Day episode. You got to check that out. Will you be my Valentine? Oh my God, look at that. Beautiful energy here. Check that out, Virgo. Beautiful. Let's read the message. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. All right. Interesting message. That's a specific message for some of you Virgos. Interesting. Now, let's get some romance, angels. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, that's number one. Number two, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. I'm still contemplating this message. It's still having me keep going back and looking at it, you know? I think I have to reassure you that nobody's passing this weekend, but I think there's a deeper message there, is that if you feel that someone that you love has passed on, you know, you can't take anything physical with you, but you can take the memories and the love that you shared. And I think that's reassurance for you. You know what I mean? Trust. I don't know. Okay. What else do we have for Gemini this weekend? Wow, everyone's getting 3 cards. Wow, and everyone's getting the Wheel of Fortune too. All right, so you could be very indecisive about what's going on this weekend, and it could get you stuck. This weekend, I just want you to go with the flow. Trust your intuition, okay? And have fun. Be spontaneous this weekend. The universe is kind of working in your favor. So this could be like an impromptu, like going out or something like that. Maybe plans have changed. You know, maybe you don't know what's going on, but the big message here is trust. Have faith. That's the big thing. Don't get in the stuck mentality. You'll ruin your whole weekend. You know what I mean? So just open up to opportunities, Gemini. That's the big message right there. Huh. Very interesting. All right, let's get an oracle or two. And we got two. Yeah, this weekend, just breathe. Just breathe. And joy and stability. Interesting. We've got 2 2s and 2 4s. Interesting. That's what you do. You focus on joy and stability. What brings you joy and stability? Okay? And having fun. There's a fun element here. And you can't open up to it if you're the 2 of Swords. Take the blindfold off. Trust this weekend. Just open up to it. You really don't have... You don't know which plans to do. Just go with it, okay? Maybe there's a focus on non-material things. Maybe that's what this is showing too, is that your indecision of, well, do I get them roses and a bear? You know, the cliche shit. When you actually have an opportunity to just show your love, do something special. That's what I'm feeling, something special. Okay? All right, all these cards are face down except for this one, the Page of Pentacles. An offer comes in. I love that. Wow. See, look, you're sitting in anxiety, and I don't want you to do that. You'll ruin your weekend. Look at this. Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune again. This is beautiful energy. Open up to it. Singles ready to mingle. No doubt about that. Let's get messages of love. Wow, this is... Whew. Single Geminis? Damn. Right place, right time. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Okay, so if you're not trusting with the flow and getting anxious about this, maybe, just maybe, Valentine's Day was kind of a little hard for you in some form or fashion, okay? But healing is definitely on the bill with that Ace of Cups, but this is beautiful energy to opening up to something here. 2 Wheel of Fortunes tell me that destiny is bringing 2 people together. And that's the truth. All right, signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to them. Look at the 2 2 2s there. Interesting. Coincidence? Signal hint? Is that what that says? Messages from the universe. The messages from the universe here in this reading is saying it's time. And the 2s. The 2s have it. Okay? And secret crush. For a lot of you, you're going to find that out. You got an admirer. There's an attraction there. A suitor and butterflies. Okay? Telling you, being in the right place at the right time, single Geminis. And being in the right place at the right time with the one that you love. I see a lot of anxiety about, well, what should I do? I want to do something special. Do something that comes from the heart. That's the big message for you this weekend. Okay? And pay attention to the signs. The universe is kind of telling you exactly what to do. All right? Interesting. All right, closing message is laugh. Just have fun, you know? Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Yeah, because right here, it don't look like you have much of a sense of humor, but this weekend, again, laugh it off. Maybe just doing something totally different. I don't know, going to laser tag and then going to Whataburger or something afterwards. You know what I mean? But all right, damn. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that will help you get through this kind of indecisiveness you have. But this looks great for relationships and all of that. Open up to it, Gemini. Wow. One of the best readings so far, I'll say that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Gemini. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I'm gonna clear my nose. Why am I getting all stuffed up all of a sudden? I woke up this morning feeling great. It's all right. It's a lot better than I was. All right, so let's go ahead and take Gemini off the board and see who is next, trucking right along, and it's Libra. Welcome, Libra, to this love edition of the Freakin Weekend. Let's go ahead and get a love oracle for you to start this Valentine's weekend. I'm not doing shit for Valentine's. I'm open for readings, so if you want to come down to the Circle of Light, I'll be there. You want to do online readings, I'll be there also, you know, ready to do online or in-person readings. We got Libra on the board, yep. Yeah, so go ahead and check that out, you know, and I'll probably make myself a really nice dinner Saturday. All right, so look at that, beautiful. Some cuddles going on, Libra. And it's playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Absolutely. So this weekend, open up to a playful attitude, you know? So let's get some messages of love. Oh, no, these are romance angels. And it's engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, I like that. Okay, maybe a lot of you are going to propose. That's incredible. Congratulations in advance. I hope they say yes. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and get the vibe for you, Libra. Bam. Boom, boom, boom. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, let's get it. What do we have this weekend for Libra? Lots of cards coming out. Oh boy. Yeah. Wow. First of all, we got the Lovers card on a Valentine's Day reading. Fuck yeah. So this is all about relationships with you. However, we got some issues. The Five of Wands and the Judgment card are saying, don't get involved in drama. Don't judge. Let's not get into any of that shit. Do not turn your back on an opportunity this weekend. Communicate. Communication is important. Maybe you're doing some traveling. Communicate with your partner. All right? And the Lovers card. I love that. But don't cause any drama. Don't get in any drama. Don't sit there all harumphing. You know what I mean? If you're single and you got no options for this weekend, take care of yourself this weekend. Go out and buy yourself a nice dinner. Go ahead and get some groceries and maybe try a recipe you've never done before and just do it for yourself. It's so fucking healing. It really is, guys. You know, being by yourself is not a bad thing. Trust me. I know it. Now, we need to confront. Again, communication is important, not just ignoring somebody. You need to heal that part of yourself that doesn't confront this and opening your heart. I mean, come on. Such a powerful message for Valentine's Day, you know? Let's look at love and see what's going on with this. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of shit is going down this weekend. Don't let it affect what's going on here. Don't turn your back on an opportunity. I'm telling you. And the Nine of Pentacles is everything's going to work out. You deserve it. You're moving towards that. That's beautiful. Pay attention. It's riddled with messages here. And I hope you align yourself to that. All right? All right, let's get some messages of love. Wow. Okay. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Trust that, believe it, work on it, okay? Don't get impatient with the process here. And retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. I was just saying that. If you got to spend some time alone, don't sit there and be like, oh, I don't have anybody to share my life with. Don't be like that. The reason why you're alone if you're single right now is because you need to work on the things before you can allow somebody into your life. It's that simple. Or you've just been keeping that energy out to protect yourself. Either way. Okay? Let's get the love oracle. Okay. Snake. Deception, shady, temptation, enemy. Don't be tempted. I'm telling you, it seems like a lot of shit has maybe gone down this week. Okay? That's kind of made you a little bitter if you're with a partner. Don't let this affect you. Okay? Divine intervention is actually taking place here. So serendipity, this may be a catalyst. This may be karma playing out. You know what I mean? So basically, focus on the things that matter for you, Libra. There's a big message here. Don't fall to this deceptive energy. It seems like you could be very prone to like screw your whole weekend up. And instead of engagement or ascending in your love life, we just stay stagnant, okay? So, closing message is perfect for this weekend. Libra, you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. This seals the deal for this whole message for you, Libra. Don't fuck it up. Wow. All right, Libra. You heard it here first. Again, we try to keep it light, but there looks like some shit is going down, and you don't need to focus on that. You know, if you are partnered, you have to focus on your partner because it's all about relationships this weekend. So don't focus on everything that's gone wrong. Focus on how you can make it right. And you make it right by saying everything works out in my favor, you know? All right, Libra. Wow. That was pretty intense. So let's go ahead and see who's next. And it's Cancer. They've been staring at me this whole time. Welcome, Cancer. To your freaking weekend, we're going to get a love message for you. Let's start it off. Let's get a message for you. That's the one right there. Okay, all right. God, these are so hard to shuffle. So hard to shuffle. But I can't think of any other way to how to randomly get them, you know? All right, look at that. Love that. That fire in your heart. Transformation. Your relationship with another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. God damn, what a beautiful message. Cancer, pay attention. Let's get some romance angels and see what's up for this weekend. Valentine's Day. Separation. Interesting. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe that's what you got is no contact. Maybe this, again, the relationship is deepening because of the separation you've had. And now there comes an appreciation to it. Okay. We're not saying that you're going to get separated, but maybe this separation is necessary for love to deepen. Okay. Again, we're going to get the energy and see. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get your message. What do we? Ooh. Wow. All these cards are face down except for this one. Life is what you make it, so create a great weekend. You're in control of this. Oh. And then the opportunity comes in with the Page of Pentacles. Could be an apology here. And the Ace of Pentacles. Damn. This is great. Opportunity. You're creating this opportunity. You're transforming this. The Magician transforms. You know? What do we have here? Interesting. Yep, it's time to release our darkest fears, whatever those could be. You're transforming those too. You're keeping that vision in your mind, especially when it comes to your daydreams, your decisions. The Seven of Cups is opening up to it. Beautiful. Release this. Release the separation, I think, also. Hold that vision in your mind. Let's look at love. All right. Five of Wands is showing itself first, so stay out of the drama. Don't create any drama. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Just be aware of that. Okay? So don't let your fear, don't feed the fears this weekend. In fact, it's time to change the way that you're interacting with people and being more open. There's opportunities here. Knight of Cups presents one. Beautiful. And the Two of Wands, you're ready. Could be doing some traveling, maybe, again, opportunities coming in. But again, there seems to be drama surrounding you right now, Cancer, and you need to release that, especially when it comes to your relationships. Again, you're uncertain about relationships and where this is going, if there is anything at all. So basically what the universe is saying is, you know, like, open yourself up to this. Okay? Now, we got some messages of love, and we have finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. And that's usually the number one thing of why we get, you know, we have problems in our current relationships, is usually because of money. But let's go beyond that. Let's transform that, okay? And vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So don't feel uncertain and longing. For some of you, someone is secretly yearning for you. And that separation, again, I think that's where this all comes into play. All right? Let's get the love oracle. We're just moving right along. What do I keep? That one right there. So a focus on family this weekend. Generations, children, ancestors, origin. Maybe that's what you're releasing and transforming. There's some of that uncertainty about the family issues, anything like that. Opening up to a family. Interesting. A lot to unpack here, but man, there's opportunities. There's opportunities coming out of all of this. And a perfect message to end your freaking weekend, Cancer, is love. Get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. You heard the message. You heard the message. Get some, give some. Don't keep it packed away. Open your heart, open up your love, transform that energy, and holy shit, does it pan out. Damn, Cancer, that is beautiful. All you need is love. I think the Beatles were onto something there. I know a lot of you are probably saying, I hate the fucking Beatles, but listen, there's an opportunity here. Open up to it, okay? Beautiful weekend. Even though there may be some separation, I think there's coming together is happening too. All right, Cancer, thank you so much. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. All right, and it's Taurus. Taurus, welcome to the freaking weekend, the love edition for this Valentine's Day weekend. I hope you are all doing well. Let's put you up on the board. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get a message from these difficult hearts to shuffle. Which one? The one on the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's not the one. There it is. Okay. Wow. Love that. Beautiful artwork. And it's balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Interesting. So it's just not agree to agree. You know what I mean? Interesting. So focus on balance. There is a balance there. And maybe that gets you down is because, you know, this relationship is challenging me. But what you really need to do, Taurus, is understand that A great relationship is one that supports and challenges you at the same time. Someone's got to keep your ass in check. You know what I mean? And you should be very grateful for that they're just not agreeing to agree to disagree. All right. Romance angels are saying, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. All right. So right now, love may be a little challenging for you, but that's okay. There's a balance in all of this. All right. So let's get the vibe for you and see what we have. Ooh, damn, those cards went flying. Can I grab those with my foot, or do I have to go? Oh, they went all the way across the room. Hold on a second, Taurus. You gotta grab these cards. Is it just the one that flew? Had to be. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. We got the 8 of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves us. Okay. The 2 of Wands, we're ready, making plans, maybe doing some traveling. This is change this weekend. Change up the routine. Walk away from the mundane and the normal. Okay. Do something different. Make some plans. You're ready. Definitely, Eddie. Make the effort. Okay. Wow, these cards are just flying out for you, Taurus. All right, observe where you're thinking, because that could be the thing you have to master. Is that, are you keeping a stuck perspective in what's going on this weekend? Just breathe. Just get through it. Observe where you're thinking. Are you going in the past? Are you bringing up old patterns? No, can't do it. So change your perspective, change your life. Okay, yeah, we're walking away, and this card is showing it first, releasing our burdens from the past also, because that's what's got you stuck. Pay attention to that, okay? And again, Queen of Wands is embracing change here. So it all comes down to changing the way that you handle this and standing your ground, protecting your energy. That's good. Let's get messages of love. So let's not get hung up and stuck on past things. That's the big thing for you. Wow. And balance. Here it is again. One person is giving too much in this relationship. I do believe that's you. You feel like you have to. You don't. Okay? Do something different. And marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. All right, so a lot of you could be opening up to this. Maybe that's what you're doing, is making plans. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get the love oracle, but I definitely see some plans going on here. Oh, damn. Hookup. What? One night stand, intimacy, casual relationship, a fling. So maybe you're done hooking up and you're ready to get serious. Or this weekend, you could be hooking up. Sounds like a win-win 20-twin to me. You know what I mean? Holy shit. All right. I'll take it. How about you? All right. You think someone is lying. You think someone is lying. They are. Okay. I don't really know how that fits for you. Only you know that. But again, maybe there's some shit going down. I don't know. But there has to be some challenges. Maybe a communication is important for you, Taurus. Like I said, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's what you need to work this out. But it does show things leveling out, as long as we don't stay in a fixed, stuck mentality, and you are notorious for doing that. And again, a lot of you could just be hooking up this weekend, and there's nothing wrong with that. No judgment here. I'm long overdue for a good hookup. All right, so Taurus, I'm just not doing it with Tauruses anymore. All right, so no offense. All right, Taurus, you have yourself a great weekend, okay? Work this shit out. You got this. Let's go ahead and clear the board and see who is next. Ooh, it's all folded up here. And it's Capricorn. Happy Valentine's Day, Capricorn. Let's get a message for you. Ooh. Come on, these cards are so hard to shuffle. I wish there was an easier. I like sat here and practiced shuffling these cards when I first got them, and I still haven't been able to master it. All right. What do we have for Capricorn to start off this Valentine's Day freaking weekend? What do we have? All right, they said to do this. 3, 3, 3. This one. Okay. All right. Love that. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Go within. Okay? Interesting. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type in expectation. That's interesting. Wonder why you're feeling that way. And children, your love life is being affected by children in some form or fashion. So be aware of that. Lots of specific messages for different Capricorns, you know, experiencing different things. So let's go ahead and get the vibe for this weekend. Again, we're really not clarifying, we're just moving forward. But I got a feeling all three of these messages align to 3 different Capricorns out there, or all of them all in one shot. It's usually how it goes. All right, so let's get the vibe for this weekend. All right, wow, big time. Whew. Big message here. 8 of Cups. Walk away from what no longer serves you. Okay. 4 of Cups. Do not turn your back on an opportunity here this weekend. This is a great opportunity. All right. Put in the effort and work into things that mean the most to you. This is great. 8 of Pentacles is learning a new skill. It's trying something new. It's walking away from what no longer serves you in the world. Could be doing some traveling, but the world is completing a cycle here because you're putting in the work. So don't turn your back on an opportunity to actually do that. And looking inside yourself will give you that answer, okay? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get some oracles. 1. Childhood issues need revisiting, healing, and what brings you joy. Don't turn your back on things that bring you joy. Open up to them. The world is your oyster. Open up to it. Okay? Wow. That could also be, you know, your sexual needs too. You know? It's Valentine's Day. Anything goes. Ring a ding 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 a ding ding. Yeah, look at that. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Interesting. And then we have 2 pages, Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. So singles may be getting messages, maybe offers to go out. Ace of Pentacles is taking that. It's a beautiful, this looks like a beautiful weekend for you guys, but I'm going to tell you something, Capricorn, you could blow it all by being stuck in whatever you're stuck in. And that's when you need to look inside yourself to examine why you're doing this, you know? Because there's opportunities abound, and you won't recognize them if you don't open up to it. You got to close this cycle. Okay? Interesting. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. You can also be the person giving that apology. Page of Swords. Very interesting. Let's get a message from the Love Oracle. There it is, right there. Fear, yeah. And this is it. Afraid, uneasy, suspicion, and scared. And the universe for this message for you this weekend is saying, go for it. Release your fears. Don't feed the fears. Feed your dreams. Starve the fears. Ooh, wow, that card came fucking coming right out. Message, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. And that is a huge message for you. And you need to go in this weekend and ask yourself why you keep doing that. Why you keep doing that to yourself, you know? Because you can complete this and finally get over this. And, you know, maybe the apology is to yourself. But what a powerful message for this weekend. Profound transformation. That's where it's at, kids. Okay? All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. You have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. And let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's fellow Leos. Happy Valentine's Day, Leo. Let's put you on the board. All right, Leo. This ought to be... We're not going to take all these. Let's get a love oracle to start this off for our Valentine's Day themed freaking weekend. Like I said, I'm single, and, you know, Valentine's Day to me was, I don't know, it always seemed like when I was with somebody, we always argued on Valentine's Day. It was always an argument. I don't know. I think it's because back then I used to work in the restaurant business. So Valentine's Day wasn't an option to share it with my partner. I had to work, and we were usually booked. You know what I mean? It was the busiest day of the year for restaurants. So that always put a bad taste in my mouth. And it always did put a bad taste in my partner's mouth too, because they would always, well, what about me? And it's like, well, honey, we'll do something. Can we do something on another day? But there's only one Valentine's Day, you know? So after all these years, I still have that kind of feeling. I mean, I'm not in the restaurant business anymore, but ooh, all right. I love this. Love that. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you, Leo. The path is clear. If you want it to be. So Leo, you've got the freedom. There's nothing stopping you. I like this. Engagement. Ooh, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, I sure hope so. I don't really want to get engaged, but I'd love to be engaged in a partnership. And the universe is telling me, hey, listen, man, there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be, but I always have my hang-ups. You know what I mean? And it's just out of fear. Getting hurt again, you know? And I know that's not the case. So if you're feeling that, Leo, let me know. Put it in the comments, you know? Just put, I hear you. But, yeah, love is a fickle bitch. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and see what the vibe is for you this weekend. All right. Oh, I love this. Yeah, look at that. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. You're putting down those intentions. I love that, Leo. Queen of Wands is our card. This is opening up to change. Maybe this weekend you say, you know what? This is the last Valentine's Day I'm going to be single. And the Nine of Cups is opening up. Wish fulfillment. Beautiful. Let's continue. All right. Ooh. And this is where it gets you. The Five of Pentacles. Feeling alone. I feel alone, and the universe only says one thing. That is true. So you experience more things. Let go of your fear of failure. It's time to let that go. You didn't fail in relationships. You're learning about relationships, okay? Again, you have to change your perspective. There's somebody out there for us, Leo. Trust it. In the past, they weren't able to handle our energy. Our light is so bright sometimes, it can outshine that other person, and they get really jealous. You know what I mean? But that doesn't have anything to do with you. That has to do with them. It's a them thing, not a you thing. You don't dim your light for anybody. In fact, you cut all cords to the past. You speak your truth. If there's somebody that you're macking on, let them know. Look at this, the Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love. Fuck. And the Nine of Cups, again. Ring that fucking bell. Leo, pay attention to this shit. You have the freedom to choose, and this is wish fulfillment. Damn, I hope this says I'm getting laid this weekend. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get messages of love. That would be great. It would be so great. Uh-oh. And this is this is when it all falls apart. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. I'm going to tell you something. I think for a lot of you Leos, it's you. Okay? Fuck everybody else. Don't let them fucking get in your shit. You know what I mean? But this is really good. Let's get the love oracle and see what's up. Okay. Grass is greener. The greener grass syndrome. Jealousy, better options, unhappy, you deserve better. See, that's the thing. There's better options for you. Don't settle. Don't settle for dirtbag Daryls. No way. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Leo. The path is open, baby doll. Take it. All right. Stop texting. Stop stalking. Stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness, okay? Big message for you, Leos, is focus on people that are going to reciprocate your energy, and you don't have to fight for it. If you're constantly fucking trying to force this, it's not gonna work. You deserve better, okay? Wow, that is incredible. Geminis and Leos messages were some of the best so far this weekend, okay? Wow. Leo, open your heart up like Madonna in 87, motherfucker. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, Leo, thank you so much for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who is next, and it's Aries. We're just getting all the fire signs in. Thank you so much for being here, Aries, on this Valentine's Day edition of the Freakin' Weekend. Let's get a love oracle to start your message. There it is. That rang the bell. Wow, look at all that. Wow, that's beautiful, Aries. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay. Someone thinking about you, Aries. I bet you know who that is, too. Could be someone in the physical. Could be somebody on the other side. Okay. Well, you're no stranger to this. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. All right. Let's get these cards ready for you, Aries, and get the vibe for this weekend. So someone wants you to know that they're thinking of you. Again. Three of Swords. Oh, boy. All right. The message is very clear here. Three of Swords is we're too busy focused on the heartache and pain. Maybe, again, some of you Aries have lost somebody in the recent past, and this is the message that they're thinking of you. And your love fills me with light. I love you. I think that's a message also to yourself, but it's time to let this go, okay? Five of Swords is taking that winning attitude. Is this worth sitting in all day? Let's get rid of it. Let's change it, Aries. Let's focus on the light. And don't let anything dim your light. Damn, I love that. That gets the passion going. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Rejoice their passing. You know what I mean? I think that's a strong message for some of you Aries. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, because I'm feeling that really strong. Observe where you're thinking with the Hangman. We're stuck in the past. We're stuck in this heartache, and it's really time to release this for you this weekend, Aries, and take the lead. Look at, you're reaching for that light. It's time. You've suffered enough. Interesting. All right. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, wow. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Opportunities coming in, messages coming in. Pay attention. There's some messages coming in. Be open to them. All right. Let's get messages of love. What else do we have? I think there's one more. Yeah, there it is. All right. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. And that's so evident with all of this. So it's time to change that. And on the other hand, it's play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. See, that's the thing. Let's get that spark and that fun back into love and life. You know what I mean? It's no good to just sit in this energy. And I think that's a big message for you guys. All right, so let's get the Love Oracle. Yeah. Huge message here. Fear. Afraid, uneasy, suspicion, and scared. It's time to release the fears. Starve the fears. And there it is. Regret. Wow. Mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. Again, an apology could be coming in. But this is, let go of this stuff, Aries. You know, I'm going to tell you something. Friday, when you're watching this, Saturn is moving into your sign. So you could probably be feeling this. And this is an indication of, oh my God, I can't deal with this. It's an indication of deal with it. This is when you deal with it. This will transform you. Okay? Wow. All right, let's get a closing message for you. That was pretty intense. That was pretty intense. And usually during a message, when I start to sweat, you know what I mean? That means that I'm hitting it hard for at least one of you out there. You know what I mean? So let's get a closing message, and it's be fucking grateful. Absolutely. Shit could be so much worse. Wow. Big message there, guys. Big message. And I hope that resonates with you. Aries, you have a lovely weekend. Don't feed the fears. Let go of all this stuff. Those are the obstacles. There's opportunities here. Take them. You know, shift your focus into the light. It's time. All right? Get your passion back. I love that. All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next. And it's Pisces. Pisces, welcome to the special Freakin Weekend Love Edition. Hey, let's see. Will you be my Valentine? Will you be my Valentine? Valentine time. Yeah, I was saying that, you know, these are very hard to shuffle, these love oracles. That's what we're going to get next. But, you know, Valentine's Day was always a time where I always got into an argument or something, you know, because I worked in the restaurant business, and every relationship I had, you know, it's like, well, let's go out for Valentine's. I got to work a double, you know, busiest day of the fucking year. So that already started things off on the wrong foot, you know, so got a little trauma associated with Valentine's Day, but it'll all work itself out. All right, so let's look at our love oracle here. This is interesting. Are these the seasons? We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Yep. All right, your message, Pisces, is life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. So go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. And when it comes to matters of the heart, you do that. Now we're going to get some romance angels. So go with the flow this weekend, okay? I also said that for Gemini's reading too. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow, y'all. Let's get some romance angels. Wow, this keeps coming out. So I got to keep it. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Just when you thought things couldn't get any better, they do, you know? So be aware of that. My hand's itching. So there's an opportunity here. Maybe some money coming your way. All right, let's get these cards ready for you, Pisces, and see what the vibe is this weekend. Of course, you know we keep it light, but we're adding some love oracles into this. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Knight of Swords. Communication is important. Okay. Movement also. So you may be going somewhere impromptu. Again, go with the flow. That's what this says. King of Wands is try something different. There's an opportunity that comes through it. So maybe not doing the same old this weekend, but mixing it up. And man, does that pay off. Okay. Wow. All right. All right, let's get some oracles to add to this. Wow. 7 of Pentacles, awaiting results. So put your time and effort into things that pay off. There's a little waiting period here. What seeds are you watering? And just focus on joy and stability, because that's what it's all about. Feeling good. An opportunity here to feel good. Okay? Let's get some love. Yeah. No more uncertainty. Again, where are you putting your focus? We're moving out of that. King of Wands again. So this is huge. Move forward confidently and bravely this weekend. And just focus on success. Again, more movement. So you could be traveling this weekend, something like that. Maybe, again, doing something that you normally wouldn't do. And it pays off. All right? Okay. Messages of love. Chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. All right. Good. That is going with the flow. Because you're both in the same kind of, you know what I mean? Let's get the love oracle. Let's get, ooh, there it is. Okay. Party. Celebration, event, public, social gathering. Again, maybe you guys are going to a couple's Valentine's Day party or something like that. Or maybe you're just having one at home. Again, go with the flow this weekend and have fun. All right, let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. What do we have for Pisces? All right, closing message is this. You are giving too many fucks. This weekend, give 0. Okay, maybe that's what it is, you know? Giving too many fucks puts a lot of uncertainty into it. Don't. Just go out and have fun. This weekend is a big thing to just have fun, Pisces, okay? All right, wow. Party. Maybe you're going to be partying like it's 1999 again. There's an opportunity here. Again, maybe an invite, something like that. Singles, you may be asked to go with the flow and, you know, take an offer that somebody gives you. But it looks great, Pisces. All right, so have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see who is last but not least on the freaking weekend, and it's Sagittarius. Thank God for those timestamps. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your romantic freaking weekend. Let's see. Let's get a romance card for you. Look at that. Look at the transformation, the butterflies, all of that. Opening up to it. Deep in your heart, Sag, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. All right. I like that. You already know. Now let's add to this by getting some romance angels. See what the romance angels have to say. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So find a babysitter. You know what I mean? Send them to grandma's. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And that's great. That opens you up to more possibilities. Okay? Interesting. All right, let's get the vibe for you. Bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. Oh, shit. All right. I've only had the Lover's card come up once in a reading this weekend. But we've had a lot of love messages from the different decks that I brought in. So Sag, keep an open mind. You may be thinking about kids. You may be thinking about, having a nice romantic evening with your partner, and, well, the kids are in the way. So send them off. Oh, shit. All right. What do we got here? Ooh. All right. 5 of Wands. There could be a lot of drama. You don't need to compete for anybody's love, energy, or anything like that. So stay out of the drama this weekend. In fact, empower yourself. A lot of you Sages may be finding out that you're going to have children. I just made that connection. And the Queen of Pentacles is feeling safe and secure. Again, you know deep in your heart the answer and what feels right. So this is you feeling confident, not letting other situations kind of get you, off balance, I guess. So let's go ahead and get some oracles. Yeah, two of Wands. You're ready. Spread your wings. It's time. It's time, and open your heart. Wow. Perfect time this weekend is working on your heart and your relationships and all of that. Let's look at relationships. Yeah, don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Pay attention. And 9 of Pentacles is kind of like the Queen of Pentacles. It's saying, I got this. I deserve better. I deserve more. And I allow it into my life. Okay? Beautiful. Let's get messages of love. Wow, there's a lot going on here, Sag. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Yes, absolutely. And keep an open mind, because your soulmate may not be the person that you're kind of seeing in your mind. It could be a little different, all right? Wow. Let's get the love oracle. There it is. And it's all about divine timing. Yeah, your soulmate coming in, divine timing. Lately, it could have been the wrong time, or you're at a stalemate. But right now, it's the perfect time, and you're not waiting, you're aligning. And it's definitely you opening up and aligning to this energy. I love that. Okay? Now, wow. So don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Just when you thought, there it is, I like that. So divine timing this weekend. Gets you going. All right, closing message for you, Sagittarius, is this. You equals tight ass. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Hallelujah. And you know what? It may just be the divine timing that you find that out. You know what I mean? So again, Sag. Great way to end the freaking weekend here. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Wow. All right, everybody, let's take Sag off the board. Everybody, that is going to do it for our special little Valentine's Day weekend. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Again, if you're single and by yourself, take this time to enjoy yourself. I know that that's hard to do. We're not taught to enjoy ourselves at all. We're taught that you need somebody to complete you. You don't. You need you to complete you. And take it from somebody that's been single for a while. I love being alone, but I'm not alone. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you need to open up to that. So anybody that's single and struggling with that, you're going to continue to struggle. If you are comfortable in your surroundings, if you are comfortable with yourself, someone is going to find you that's just as comfortable with themselves. And eventually, you'll come together to be comfortable together. And that is a relationship worth working towards and striving towards. Okay, so love is all around you. Be aware of it. Ooh, my nose itches. Wait, I'm going to switch the camera really quick so I can, oh God, I hate that. All right, everybody, I tried not to complain too much about my cold this weekend, so I'm getting over it finally. So everybody, have a great weekend. I love and appreciate you all. All right, so have a great weekend. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, throw hearts in the comments. Just bombard the comments with hearts, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you on the midweek reset. I love you.